Hey there, CJ Math students. I'm going to help you out with homework Unit 2 review. So your answers will go on the paper, but your work will go on graph paper, just like the instructions say. So let's go ahead and put our heading on there. So you're going to put your name right here, first and last, and then you can put Mr. Mason Math. Put today's date if you want, which is the 4th. And homework Unit 2 review. All right, so odds will go on this side, evens will go on this side. So I'm going to start with number 1. It says negative 16 plus negative 11. That should be easy right out the problem. Negative 16 plus negative 11. That's an SSAK problem. That equals negative 27. So what's your answer choice on number 1? It's A. So put an A here and circle it. In fact, let's put the A next to our answer choice, circle it. Number 2 would go right over here. All right, number 3. 100 plus negative 75. 100 plus negative 75, that's a DSSL problem. You're going to subtract 100 minus 75. You should get positive 25 because you have more positives. Your answer in that case is C. Number 5. Negative 16 minus negative 5. So we want to keep change. That turns into a DSSL problem. So we do 16 minus 5, which is 11, but I keep the negative because I had more negatives, so negative 11. And your answer on that one is B. Problem number 7. Negative 12 minus negative 27. So again, we want to keep change. Keep change. 27 minus 12. Your answer in this case is 15, and it's positive 15 because you had more positives, so C is your answer. Number 9, we got negative 3 times negative 6. That's a SSP, same sign's positive, so your answer is positive 18, and your answer in that case should be D. Number 11, your problem is 30 over negative 6. That's a DSN, different signs negative, so negative 5 is your answer. And it's C. Number 13. We got negative 4 and 5/9 plus 8/9. So let's break this up. So let's split the mixed number. So we say negative 4 plus negative 5/9 plus positive 8/9. This will give us negative 4 plus positive 3/9, right? Because we have a DSSL problem between negative 5 plus 8. So since I have a positive and a negative, I have to borrow. So I want to borrow 1 whole from the 4. So that will give me negative 3 plus negative 9/9 plus 3/9. And that will give me negative 9 plus 3, subtract DSSL, right, gives you negative 6. So negative 6 over 9, since they're the same sign, we can slap them together. We get 3 and 6/9, but we need to simplify that because we can divide both those by 3 to get 3 and 2/3. So a lot going on there. So the 3 and 2/3 is actually not on your paper. So on number 13, let's go ahead and change answer choice C, 3 and 7/9 to your answer, so 3 and 2/3. So answer choice, we'll call it C, answer choice C. All right, 15. We got some decimals here of negative 2.53 plus 4.75. This is a DSSL problem because they're different signs. So let's line up our decimals. 4.75 minus 2.53. Subtract, you get 2, 2, 2, and so our answer should be positive because I have more positives than I have negatives, so 2.22, and your answer choice is C. Question 17, negative 4/9 times negative 7/9. So we look to cross cancel. Unfortunately, we can't, so we multiply straight across, same signs. Positive, since we both have negative, so it's going to be a positive 28 over 81, and that answer choice is A, not negative because I had 2 negatives. 19. We have 8 over 15 times negative 2/3. So again, looking to cross cancel, unfortunately you can't. So we should get negative, because I only have one negative, 16 over 45. And that is answer choice A. Question 21. Negative 5.9 times negative 9.7. So 5.9 times negative 9.7. So we're just going to have to do a little bit of multiplication here. So this will be our bottom one here. So I'll say 9.7 times 5.9. 9 times 7 is 63. Carry your 6. 9 times 9 is 81 plus 6 is 87. Lay an egg. 5 times 7 is 35. Carry 3. 5 times 9 is 45 plus 3 is 8. 48. Add it up. You get 3, 2. Carry the 1. 1 plus 8 plus 8. 17. Carry a 1. 5. You had 2 decimals. 1 right here. 1 right there. So swoop 2 times. Once, twice. So 57.23. And your answer is positive, and that's why it's D is your answer there. Okay, you're on the back side of your graph paper hopefully by now. Question 23 is says 4.5 parentheses negative 5.26. So this just means multiply. So 5.26 times 4.5. Notice you don't have to line up the decimals. So we have 30 here. Carry it 10 plus 3, 13. Carry it 25 plus 1, 26. Lay an egg. 24. Carry your 2. 8 plus 2 is 0. Carry your 1. 20 plus 1 is 21. Add it up. 0, 7, 6, 3, 2. You have 2 decimals, 1 decimal, and 3 decimals. Again, make sure you're writing everything. 1, 2, 3. Right, 23.670 or just 23.67. And since I only had 1 negative, my answer is negative. So my answer choice is C. Question 25. Last question, a little bit of order of operations. Negative 7.1 plus 1.4 times negative 5.7. So a little bit tricky here. I would say, all right, this 1.4. Let's turn into 1 4/10 plus negative 7 1/10 times negative 5/7. And then let's turn the 1 4/10 into a improper fraction, so 14 over 10. So let's say negative 7 1/10 plus 14 over 10 times negative 5/7. We'll cross cancel the 7, 14, so this is a 2, this is a 1, the 5, and the 10, that's a 1. Sorry, this is a 1 and this is a 2, my fault. We get 2 over 2, which is just 1, so it's negative 7 1/10 plus negative 1, because these were different signs. And what does that give us? That gives us negative 8 1/10, which is the same thing as negative 8.1. And so your answer in that case is A. That's a tough one. Make sure you show all your work. Let's go up and do some of the evens because I'm in a good mood for you guys today. Number 2 is negative 15 plus 5. So negative 15 plus 5, that's DSSL. That should give you negative 10 because you had more negatives. So your answer choice in that case is B. Number 4, 8 minus 18. So we want to do plus a negative. So again, that gives us negative 10, because 18 minus 8, you have more negatives. So in this case, your answer choice, again, is B. Number 6, negative 18 minus 7. So plus a negative gives you negative 25, SSAK. And so your answer choice there is A. Number 8. We've got negative 8 times 6. This is a DSN, different signs negative, so negative 48 is your answer. Unfortunately, they don't have the answer here. They had 46 instead of 48, so let's mark it as answer choice A. Change that answer, negative 46 to negative 48. Number 10. We've got the opposite of 42 divided by negative 6. So first of all, 42 divided by negative 6 is negative 7. So the opposite of negative 7 really is positive 7. That's a tricky one. They tried to trick you up on that one. It's C is the answer, because this, just imagine if, you know, this negative out front wasn't there, then your answer would just be negative 7, but it's the opposite of the answer of 42 divided by negative 6, so the opposite of negative 7 is positive. 12, you've got 84 divided by negative 7. Here's another one where they messed up and the answer choice is not here. The answer choice should be negative 12. They have 11 for some reason, so B, we'll call it, is your answer. And 14, you've got negative 5 over 12 minus 3/10. So we have different denominators, so we need to find common denominators. So plus a negative first, and then say, okay, 12 and 10, what do they have in common? And 120 is the thing that comes to mind, or actually 60. So times 6 times 6 times 5 times 5. So you get negative 25 over 60 plus negative 18 over 60. 25 and 18, 35, 38, I think. Yep, negative 38 over 60. We can divide both those by 2, and we get negative 19 over 30. And so looking at 14, did I mess up? I did mess up, sorry, this is not 38. My fault, erase all that. That's 43, so negative 43 over 60. And that's your answer, D. My fault, guys. Number 16. Is 3.8 minus a negative 7.45 becomes plus a positive. So let's line up your decimals. 7.45 plus 3.8. Throw in a 0 there, you get 5, 2, carry your 1, keep the decimal, so 11.25. Everything is positive, so D is your answer choice. And lastly, the one I'll do is 18. Last one I'll do for you guys. Let you do the rest. 18 is 9 over 10 divided by negative 6/5. So let's flip it. So 9 over 10 times 5 over 6. Now let's cross cancel. Divide by 3 here, you get 3 and 2. Divide by 5 here, you get 1 and 2. So we get 3 over 4. Now the only choice is my answer positive or negative? It is negative 3/4 because I only had one negative. And so therefore my answer choice is B. All right, so call me if you have any other questions on the evens, which I did not do. 20 is a division problem that you should flip. 20 here. In fact, I will set up 22 for you because it is a little bit tricky. So this should be on the back side. 22. So we got 6.4 divided by 3.2. So 3.2 into 6.4. How do you do this? You swoop the decimal once. You swoop the decimal once. 32 into 64. How many times does 32 go into 64? 2 times. 64 is 0. And notice that only one of these numbers was negative, that one. So your answer should be B, negative 2. So equals negative 2, and then put a B there. All right, so that's a tricky one. 24 is set up in a similar way, and 26 is an order of operations problem that I'm going to leave with you guys. So good luck. Call me if you have questions due Tuesday.